It's time for high school softball on KDAO. Tonight's game is brought to you by Central State Bank, Minerva Valley Companies, Marshalltown Community College, GNB Bank, Partner Communications, J&T Plumbing and Heating. Now, high school softball on KDAO.
And a very pleasant good evening to you, and you are listening to Central Iowa Softball on KDAO Radio, and you're watching this game on KDAO.com. Of course, we always, I know, one game at a time, but we always circle the date on the calendar anytime East Marshall and West Marshall meet each other in softball, and that's what's going on tonight here in State Center in front of a huge crowd on a hot night on KDAO. Chuck Carpenter here, getting ready for the play-by-play. This is going to be a dandy game. We brought out the A-team umps. We got Mr. Sperlin here. We got Mr. Vint here, okay? So we got an A game, so they need the A-team umps. So that's what we got going on. Now, in this ball game tonight between West Marshall and East Marshall, okay, nothing's on the line as far as conference is concerned. Now, a few years ago when they were in the same conference, you could have said that. Nothing's on the line as far as seedings are concerned for postseason. They've already been determined. Both teams get first-round byes, and both teams will play at home on July the 8th. I guess you could say bragging rights are on the line for Marshall County, okay? And also, both teams just want to play well this week. It's very important, win or lose, to play well and enter next week on a good positive note. The West Marshall girls are certainly doing that right now. They're 19-10. And they had a very successful weekend. As a matter of fact, they beat East Marshall. East Marshall did not throw Peyton Greenbauer. They rested her on Saturday. She's having some injury issues, but Peyton is going to go tonight for East Marshall. And in any case, so they went to a tournament. They beat Hudson and Belmont Clemmy. They did lose to Denver, who's a good team. They beat East Marshall last night. They beat Nevada 8-0. So they're playing good softball behind Aubrey Greenwood, the pitcher. 19-10 they are. And for the East Marshall girls, they're looking to kind of rebound a little bit. They lost that West Marshall game, and then last night kind of got upset. Although Oldwine is very good, they kind of got upset at home. The final score was 11-8, and in that game they were just a little uncharacteristic. Just a few too many walks and some hit batsmen, and they really got on Peyton, so Peyton is looking to bounce back tonight. And when she is on, it's a big challenge for West Marshall. And for West Marshall, when Aubrey Greenwood is on, it's a big challenge for East Marshall, okay? And as far as conference is concerned, East Marshall, they did finish second. I think it was like a four-way tie for second. Dayton Hartford won the thing last night, so they're looking to bounce back and play well. They've got another game against the very fine Newton team on Friday. And for the West Marshall girls, they got fourth in their conference. Between Grandview Christian won that thing. So I just wonder if West Marshall is going to be butting the ball, because a couple weeks ago I saw Grundy Center beat East Marshall, and they know they can't strike out against Peyton Gravenbauer, so they just bunted the ball, and West Marshall's got speed to do that. I wonder if that's what they're going to do. We'll find out. I'll be back with the starting lineups in front of a big crowd in State Center on KDAO.
My family grew up with Central State Bank. From my first savings account to our first mortgage, growing a business, and planning for retirement, they've been with us through it all. And just like family, they call you by name. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School Softball. This is going to be a dandy. It's West Marshall and East Marshall. Last year, East Marshall lost 3 of 4 games to West Marshall. This year, they've only played one time. That was on Saturday, and they did lose by a score of 9-0. But Peyton Gravenbauer will be going for East Marshall. She's looking to bounce back after a rough outing last night. West Marshall, they had a good outing against a good Nevada team last night, and both teams looking for their 20th win here and getting a good groove come tournament time. Okay, let's meet the visitors for the East Marshall girls softball team. And of course, they only have one senior. That's Peyton. They lost a lot of seniors, so they're very happy that they're rated 13th in the state, 19-8. Gianna Boswell will lead it off. She's the catcher. She's a freshman, number 14. Maya Gravenbauer is a fine first baseman, freshman, number 15. She'll bat second. Ashton Wheater is the junior third baseman, number 19. She'll bat in the third spot. Peyton Gravenbauer, and of course they want to get those girls on base ahead of Peyton. Peyton and Ashton both swing a big bat. Peyton is the cleanup batter, a senior pitcher, number 1, the only senior in the lineup for East Marshall. She seemingly has played forever. Libby Atcher is the shortstop junior, number 2. She'll bat in the 5 spot. Taylor Halverson is a sophomore second baseman, number 13. She'll bat in the 6th spot. In the 7th spot is Reagan Halverson. She's an 8th grader, left fielder, wears number 3. In the 8th spot is Sophia Atkins, a sophomore. and she is the right fielder. Where's number 11? And then Amaya Cluck, center fielder, sophomore 4. So it's Boswell, Maya Grabenbauer, Wheater, Peyton Grabenbauer, Atcher, Taylor Halverson, Reagan Halverson, Sophia Atkins, and Amaya Cluck. The Mustangs are 19-8, looking for win number 20. After tonight, they play Newton, and then on to the postseason play. For the West Marshall girls, 19-10. Leading off is going to be junior shortstop Jenna Randall. Where's number 2? Hattie McCollum. And just like East Marshall, a very young team, Hattie is a freshman. Left fielder, number 22, batting the third spot is Ashton Blood. A freshman. Center fielder, number 14, batting in the fourth spot, a fine hitter and player. First baseman, freshman Kaylin Brown, number 9. Riley Randall is the catcher, senior. She'll bat in the fifth spot. Rachel Randall is the shortstop, senior. And she'll bat in the 1 spot. Riley and Rachel, the only seniors in the lineup for West Marshall. Aubrey Greenwood is the pitcher, junior, number 20. We got 2 good pitchers going at each other. Olivia Randall is the third baseman, junior, batting in the 8th spot. And Elena Frederick, she is the right fielder, freshman. Where's number 11? So it's Jenna Randall, McCullum, Blood, Brown, Riley Randall, Rachel Randall, Greenwood, Olivia Randall, and Elena Frederick. Now, both these pitchers are strikeout sorts. We're talking about Aubrey for West Marshall, and we're talking about Peyton for East Marshall. So both teams, it says it's easy to say this stuff on the radio, man. You can't strike out against these pitchers. You want to try to put the ball in play however you can. It's a hot night for softball, but it's a nice night for softball. We have a huge crowd. Of course, we have a huge crowd for East Marshall and West Marshall. I'm Chuck Carpenter. I'll be back in State Center with the first pitch right after this on KDAO.
In Zeering, McCallsburg, St. Anthony, Clemens, and the surrounding rural areas, Minerva Valley Companies is your local provider for internet service, local and long-distance telephone, and digital video, all available from one local provider. At Minerva Valley, they offer fiber to the home, high-speed internet, telephone service, and digital video TV. You pick the programming package, and Minerva Valley will give you great service. See why Minerva Valley should be your source for entertainment and internet. Log on to minervavalley.com. Minerva Valley Companies, providing voice, video, and data.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Navigating mortgages can be very complex. Start your journey with the lending team at GNB Bank. We're committed to getting you to your next home. We offer both fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages to fit your specific needs. Our experienced lenders help guide you through the process. You can make payments or receive customer service at your local GNB Bank office. Whatever your dream home looks like, we'll point you in the right direction at GNB Bank.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School softball. You don't have to try very hard to get cranked up for this game. East Marshall, West Marshall, and of course this year they're both in Class 2A, so this is the last time they meet unless they go to the state tournament and meet, but that's beside the point. East Marshall's 19-8, looking to break a 2-game losing streak. Had a tough one last night with Olwine. I know they're looking to bounce back and play better on defense. Peyton Greenbauer got roughed up a little bit. She just did some things that she normally doesn't do, walk some people, hit some people, and I know she's dealing with a knee injury, but she's going to go out there tonight, and she's going to be a tough cookie. Speaking of tough cookies, we've got Aubrey Greenwood warming up on the mound for West Marshall. She's a great junior pitcher, 15-8, 140 innings pitched and a 2.05 ERA, 126 strikeouts and 24 walks. Both these teams have strikeout pitchers, and then both these teams can play very, very good defense. So you got to put the ball in play. Can't strike out against Aubrey, can't strike out against Peyton, and of course, you know, everybody wants to win this game, but it's all about playing well too here in the last week of the regular season before tournaments unfold. And of course, both these teams have a couple of games left to play. Actually, West Marshall has 2, East Marshall has 1, and then they start postseason play on the 8th. So here we go. We got Gianna Boswell, Maya Grabenbauer, Ashton Wheater. If anybody gets on base, Peyton Grabenbauer. They played each other on Saturday. Lexi Novotny was the pitchers. They gave Peyton Grabenbauer the day off, and West Marshall won that thing 9-0. But, of course, this is a much different Mustang team when Peyton's out there pitching. Okay, this is Gianna Boswell. Gianna, she's a catcher. She's a freshman. Just a good young team, and she's a pest. Batting .440, 3 triples, 20 RBIs, 12 doubles, 14 stolen bases. First delivery, she fouls back to the screen. So Boswell goes up pumping. Part of me wonders if they're going to be doing any bunting to try to get on base against these strikeout sorts. We're just underway. One strike on the batter, Gianna Boswell, followed by Maya Greenbauer and Ashton Weeder upstairs. They can't be striking out against Aubrey. Of course, they saw Aubrey on Saturday. Aubrey was the pitcher in the Don Bosco tournament when West Marshall beat East Marshall by a score of 9-0. Okay, a 1-1 is headed home to Boswell. There's a swing and a miss. Nasty pitch. Kept it low and on the outside portion of the plate. Aubrey 15-8, 140 innings pitched and a 2.05 ERA, 126 strikeouts and 24 walks and 1-2 on a very good leadoff batter, Gianna Boswell. She's definitely a threat to run if she gets on base. And that hit the outside corner. Coach Vint said it hit the outside corner, and she goes down. So Aubrey with a strikeout right away. And when you can keep Boswell off base, that helps you. Here's, speaking of good freshmen, they've got a bunch of them. Here's Maya Grabenbauer batting .290 with 5 doubles on a home run and 18 runs batted in. This is actually my first game covering East Marshall this year. Funny how that works out. And that ball missed upstairs going to Coach Vint. We got Coach Vint at home plate. We got Coach Sperlin on the bases. So you got the A-team here tonight. No offense against Deetra. I hope Deetra Moore didn't hear that. Uh-oh. Here comes the 1-0. Swing, and there's a shot. Center fielder gets it. Great play. She hit a rocket. Ashton Blood went over, made a play, took a triple away. Great play. So line out to center fielder. Ashton Blood took probably a triple away. Had that got by her, you know, with the speed that Maya has, she might have circled the bases, but we'll never know. Here's Ashton Weeder. You got to keep the bases clean for people like Ashton Weeder and Peyton Grabenbauer. Ashton, of course, has home run power. Missed upstairs and outside. Again, Grabenbauer, they took a triple at least away from her. Great play by the center fielder, Ashton Blood. Ashton Weeder is batting .392 with 7 doubles, a home run, and 23 runs batted in. You can't make a mistake to her, and she pops it up. Is there a play for the third baseman? I think there is in foul territory. Out. Got it. Good job by Randall. Like I said, it's a strikeout pitcher, and then they also played very good defense behind her. And a pop up to the third baseman, but I tell you what, that shot to center field that Blood tracked down, that was some kind of great play. That took at least a triple away, and I suspect if it gotten by her, Maya might have circled the bases. So good defense here. West Marshall off to a good start, a 1-2-3 inning. So we'll see what Peyton Grabenbauer does. Peyton, of course, Lexi pitches a little bit, but basically it's Peyton's show this year. She's a senior, and I know that she's battling some knee things, but and last night was kind of a rough outing for her. But usually when the game's on the line, people like Peyton Grabenbauer respond. Peyton is 18-7 as she runs out to the mound. 18-7, 151 innings pitched, so she's pitched a lot, man. 202 strikeouts and 43 walks and 1.10 ERA. She had the day off Saturday. She pitched last night. Olwine roughed her up a little bit. Just did a lot of things very uncharacteristic. And again, she's a strikeout sort. Now, the last time I actually saw East Marshall play was Grundy Center. And Grundy Center, they just did a lot of bunting. They bunted, and they were able to get on base and get the speed going on as Coach Vint lurks towards my direction. So they got the speed on base, and I just wonder if West Marshall will try to do the same. You know, West Marshall last couple of years, they had all those home run hitters. This year, a lot of speed. So we'll see maybe if they want to make the Mustang, and we'll see how the Mustangs play it. We'll see what happens with Ashton Weeder, the third baseman, if she cheats in. We'll see if Maya Grabenbauer, the first baseman, cheats in. We'll just see all that stuff in just about a minute. Peyton Grabenbauer, 18-7, 151 innings pitched, 202 strikeouts, 42 walks, and a 1.10 ERA. When she's on, she's one of the best around. East Marshall helped Olwine last night. Of the 11 runs, I think 5 were unearned. So they got to play better defense. And maybe West Marshall will not bunt, but I just got a feeling they're going to try to get their speed on base. And this is going to be Jenna Randall, Hattie McCullum, Ashton Blood. If anybody gets on base, Kaylin Brown. Jenna has home run power, but she also has speed if she gets on base with 17 stolen bases. .352 batting average with a couple of home runs, 21 RBIs, and 2 doubles. So Jenna steps in. Peyton Grabenbauer, the fine senior. And the first pitch missed outside. Peyton 18-7. Last night against Olwine, East Marshall helped out Olwine a little too much, so they got to clean that up tonight. Missed upstairs. Didn't go after a rise ball. I guess she did. They appeal. Coach Sperlin at first base said she did. So it should be 1-1, not 2-0. It's Jenna Randall, McCullum, Blood. If anybody gets on base, Kaylin Brown. And that missed outside. Peyton Grabenbauer is sort of like Aubrey. You got to get to them early because they usually just get tougher and tougher as the game goes along. The 2-1 is a nice rise ball. Important to keep Jenna Randall off base. West Marshall so far, no signs they want to do any bunting, which kind of surprised me, but the game is still early. Okay, 2-2, headed home. High. This is the first time West Marshall has seen Peyton since last year. They've only played each other one time, and that was on Saturday, and Peyton took the day off. They gave her the day off. 2-2 the count. Peyton stands back up on. Here comes the next pitch to Jenna Randall. Swinging a foul. We have no score. West Marshall retired East Marshall 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. Here we are in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Nice night for high school softball on KDAO, the 3-2 delivery. Randall trying to avoid the strikeout, and you know what Peyton's thinking about. Here comes the 3-2. That hit the outside corner. She painted it, struck her out. Good to get Jenna Randall and keep her off base. Here's Hattie McCullum.
Number 22, Hattie McCullum.
And if both pitchers have it going on, this may not take long to play, or we could go extra innings. So here's Hattie McCullum batting .405 with 12 RBIs. We have one out. First pitch, Hattie. Missed upstairs. Peyton throwing hard. West Marshall had a nice tournament over the weekend. Knocked off Nevada last night. East Marshall trying to break a 2-game losing streak. Both teams just want to be playing good softball here this week before the tournaments unfold. Next pitch. That hit the outside corner. So Boswell sets up. She's the catcher. Peyton goes back up on top. 1-1 is the count. And here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss at that rise ball. 1-2. She got Randall to strike out so far. Trojans show no interest in bunting the ball, unlike a couple of weeks ago when that's all Grundy Center did, and they won. That missed upstairs, 2-2. And with the humidity tonight, it would be understandable if the pitchers kind of lose control of the ball every once in a while. Peyton Grabenbauer, she's like played forever, man. Here comes the 2-2. That just missed the outside corner, and some of these Marshall fans howl about that. Just missed. 3-2. Full count to Hattie McCullum with nobody on base in the bottom of the first inning on KDAO. Next pitch. Swing on a line drive. Foul. We'll do it again. Ashton Blood is in the on-deck circle. If anybody gets on base, the fine freshman, Kaylin Brown. Base runners may be hard to come by tonight if these two pitchers have it going on. 3-2 the count. Peyton's next pitch is in the dirt. And there's a walk. I know she walked 5 last night. That's very uncharacteristic of her. And here's Ashton Blood. So is Hattie going to do any running? Is Ashton going to do any bunting? Now they don't hold against Hattie McCullum. She has 21 stolen bases. And the catcher is the freshman, Boswell. First pitch, runner not going. That's a wild pitch, gets away. So a wild pitch gets away. So you got second now and one out. Blood most likely will swing away, but you never know. She's batting .345 with a couple of home runs, 6 doubles, and 21 RBIs. So a little drama here in the bottom of the first inning. A walk and a wild pitch. Bad things usually happen when you walk people. Here comes the 1-0. Catcher dropped it, picked it up. Hattie McCullum, good speed. Base hit most likely would score here from second base. She walked, and then she was wild pitched to second base. This is Ashton Blood, the freshman, against the crafty senior Peyton Grabenbauer. Here comes the 2-0. Swing, and there's a little pop-up. Shortstop comes in, wants it, gets it out. Libby Atcher takes care of that. You don't get many scoring opportunities against Peyton, and like we said, you got to get to these two pitchers early because they just usually just get tough. Here's Kaylin Brown, an outstanding freshman, first baseman, and also a good pitcher. Ground ball to third baseman. Weeder throws out. So they get out of that jam. So West Marshall strands a runner at second and one out. You just don't get many opportunities against these pitchers. We go to the second, and we have no score. In a dandy softball game between East Marshall and West Marshall. I'll be back with the top of the second inning right after this on KDAO Radio and KDAO.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Partner Communications. Did you know we now offer electrical services? Whether you're looking to change out a few lights within the home or wiring a whole new house, Partner can get it done. Master electrician Jeff Campbell will come to your home and provide you with a free estimate. Residential, agricultural, or commercial, let our courteous professional technicians complete your electrical projects. Call our office today, 641-498-7701.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School softball. Bragging rights on the line in Marshall County. You want to play good people at the end of the year, and both these teams are good people. Only one base runner. West Marshall had that in the first inning. A one-out walk, got as far as the second base, and then she was stranded as Peyton Grabenbauer got a pop-up and a shortstop out of the deal. And now here's Peyton at the bat. And if you know anything about softball, if you make a mistake on Peyton, she'll hit the thing to St. Anthony. Batting .375 with 4 home runs, 34 runs batted in, 13 doubles. Heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6, Grabenbauer, Libby Atcher, Taylor Halverson. If anybody gets on base, Reagan Halverson. So Aubrey's got to be really good if you're a West Marshall fan. You make one mistake on Peyton, and she will take you deep. As she steps in, the leadoff, JC is here. High, ball one. Don't, of course, really want to walk the leadoff batter on purpose, but at the same time, you got to be super careful with Peyton. Here comes the 1-0. And she hit the fly ball. The center fielder, though, comes in, tracks it down, makes the play. Center fielder Blood had to go over to her right. So she's made 2 good plays, and anytime you can get Peyton Grabenbauer and keep her off base, that's a positive. So a pop-up to the center fielder. Here's Libby Atcher, your shortstop, batting the 5th spot, junior number 2. Libby, they're good hitters up and down the line at both these teams. Libby batting .325 with 5 doubles, 2 triples, 24 RBIs, and 3 home runs. And a lot of these girls just, kind of playing varsity for the first time this year. They are rated 13th, although we'll see what happens when the new ratings come out, with a couple of losses in a row. Okay, here comes the 1-0. Pop-up. No play for the first baseman. So they got Grabenbauer to pop up to the center fielder. So that was a big threat. And here's Libby Atcher, Taylor Halverson. Just 1 through 9, both these teams, just 1 through 9, are just very good offensive teams. And we have a huge crowd on hand, all around the outfield and around the infield. And the next pitch is a line drive foul down into the left field corner. West Marshall did have to split the crowd a little bit because the baseball team, I think, is playing AP at home. And I want to say these Marshall baseball teams playing at home too. But, you're going to have a good crowd in this game. Okay, here comes the 1-2. Aubrey striving for the strikeout. Little ground ball to the second baseman. She gets it, flips it out. Jammed her. And the second baseman makes the play.
Baseman number 13, Taylor Halverson.
So a ground ball to the second baseman. And here's Taylor Halverson. Taylor is the second baseman, batting .360. So again, they're just full of good hitters, man. Swinging a foul straight back. There's a swing and a miss. A pop-up to the center fielder. Ground ball to Jenna Randall, the second baseman. 2 quick outs. Taylor Halverson with an 0-2. That missed outside. In the young game, Aubrey has 1 strikeout. No base hits. West Marshall's had the only base runner. And we have no score. And here comes the 0-2 to Taylor Halverson. It's on the way. Swing and a pop-up. Center fielder makes her 3rd good play of the night. So your center fielder, Ashton Blood, has been busy. Why, thank you, Mr. Large. So they've been busy. I should say she's been busy in center field. That's 3 putouts by Ashton Blood. And we quickly move to the bottom of the 2nd inning. And it'll be Riley Randall, Rachel Randall, and Aubrey Greenwood. If anybody gets on base, Olivia Randall. No base hits in this young game. And West Marshall did have an opportunity. You don't get many opportunities against Peyton. They had a 1-out walk, got to second base. And then Peyton got out of the inning. Both teams looking to get into a good groove for the tournaments. Now, West Marshall still plays at Ogden tomorrow night. And then they have their game with Grundy Center at 5 on Thursday, of which I'll stream on KDAO.com. And for the East Marshall girls, now I'll be right back with them tomorrow night in in Conrad. If you go to Beeman, you'll be playing baseball. And remember, that's a 6 p.m. ball game tomorrow night, you East Marshall fans. 6 p.m. ball game, varsity first. And then they face a very fine Newton team on Friday. Then the tournaments. Okay, they meet at the mound. And Peyton Greenbauer gets ready to face the 2 seniors in the lineup for West Marshall. We're talking about Riley Randall and Rachel Randall. If anybody gets on base, Aubrey Greenwood. So it's 5, 6, and 7.
Bottom of the 2nd, catcher number 3, Riley Randall.
Riley batting .292 with 16 RBIs and 8 stolen bases, and she's the catcher, of course. Her and Rachel, the only seniors in the lineup. First time they've seen Peyton Greenbauer this year. She did not pitch on Saturday when West Marshall beat them at the Don Bosco tournament. Peyton throws high, ball 1. Again, I thought maybe West Marshall might take a page out of Grundy Center's book a couple of weeks ago when Grundy Center used the bunt game, got on base, and won the game over East Marshall. High. Both teams important to put the ball in play against strikeout pitchers. Riley Randall has a 2-0, and here it is. And a hitter in the foot. Peyton hit 3 last night. So the leadoff batter is on for the first time tonight. And Samantha Sorensen, who's a very quick runner.
Courtesy running for the catcher, number 13, Sammy Sorsen.
And Sammy has 17 stolen bases. So we'll see how they play that. Weeder cheats a titch at third base. So Riley got plunked. Sammy Sorensen is on base. Here's Rachel Randall. Is Rachel going to swing? Is she going to bunt or something in between? Rachel batting .312 with a home run, 11 RBIs, 6 doubles. What's Sammy going to do? They're not going to hold against her, so she can take off if she wants to. High. So charging hard from first was Maya Grabenbauer, and Weeder charging hard from third. So they fully expect the bunt. Let's see what Rachel does. And again, that runner off first base, Sammy could go take that base if she wanted. And it goes downstairs. Rachel batting .312 with 1 home run. No signs that she wants to do any bunting here against Peyton. Peyton has a 2-0 count. Here it is. High. So she walked the leadoff. I'm sorry, she hit the leadoff batter. Now she's 3-0 on Rachel Randall. Batting .312. Aubrey Greenwood is in the on-deck circle. I don't think too many runs are going to be needed to win this game. That's a strike call. 3-1 is the count. So far, no bunting. And Sammy over at first base. We're talking about Sammy Sorensen. No sign she wants to do any running. So here comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss at a rise ball. If you're East Marshall, you could use a strikeout. And if you're West Marshall, Rachel Randall wants to put the ball in play somewhere. Leadoff batter is on for the first time tonight. Sammy Sorensen. And the 3-2 is headed home to Rachel Randall. And a swing and a miss. Peyton, when things are at their worst, she's usually at her best. And here's Greenwood. Now I wonder if that will change things. So they could not advance the base runner. So I wonder now if they're going to test the catcher. We'll see what Sorensen wants to do. Aubrey, a good hitter at 292 with 3 doubles. And she's going to try to bunt. Runner's going to try to take second base, and she's going to be safe. So she swipes second. And, of course, Sammy Sorensen has great speed, so a base hit most likely would score her. 1-0 is the count. Aubrey trying to help her own cause, batting 292. Next pitch from Peyton. She goes the opposite way, and that ball is going to be caught by the right fielder. Right fielder had to battle the sun. That was not an easy play, man. Atkins had to battle the sun. She hit it sharply, too. So she lines out to the right fielder. It'll take a 2-out something off the bat of Olivia Randall. Now, they would just as soon get rid of Olivia and have the 9th place hitter lead off the 3rd inning. That's what Peyton and the Mustangs would like to do. Swing and a miss. Again, Peyton at her best when things are at their worst. She hit a leadoff batter. Got her down to second base. So once again, West Marshall, 2nd and 1 out in the dirt. West Marshall needs to take advantage of these opportunities. You don't get many against Peyton as she tries to wriggle out of this inning. 1-1 is the count. Next pitch, here it is, high. Great play by the catcher, Boswell. Otherwise, Sammy would be over at third base. Olivia steps out. Olivia steps back in. Olivia batting 240 and a 2-1 count for Peyton Grabenbauer with a runner on at second base. And here it is in the dirt. And runner's going to go and try to take third. She does. That'll be a pass ball. So a pass ball to third. So you got third and 2 out. If you're East Marshall, you can't have a wild pitch. You can't have a balk. Peyton will strive for the strikeout. And the 3-1 is headed home. That drops in there for a strike. Peyton has 2 strikeouts. Olivia Randall batting 240. Frederick is in the on-deck circle, but it's smack up to Olivia Randall. If West Marshall is to cash in on this opportunity. Here comes the 3-2. Here it is. Strike 3 called. Struck her out. Hit the outside corner. Again, Peyton at her best when things are at their worst. Hit a batter. And for the 2nd inning in a row, West Marshall had 2nd and 1 out and could not score. You don't get many opportunities like that. Let's go to the 3rd. Quick game. That figures with both pitchers at the top of their game. And we got no score, and we got a good game, and I'll be back on KDAO.
J&T Plumbing and Heating in Hubbard has served Hardin, Hamilton, and Story counties for over 40 years. With that kind of experience, J&T has the knowledge, technology, and equipment to fix any problem you have and fix it right the first time. Plus, they do it at an affordable price. J&T's professional staff's priority is outstanding service and taking care of their customers' home. That's why the next time you have a need for plumbing, heating, or drain and sewer services, one call does it all. J&T Plumbing and Heating in Hubbard. Online at jntplumbing.com. Is owned and operated by Wink Services.
You are listening to Central Iowa High School Softball on KDAO Radio. You're watching this game on KDAO.com. A very nice night for high school softball. Yeah, it's a little hot and humid, but you know what? It's Iowa. And both these teams looking to play well, heading into postseason play. I think Coach Hosky is already pleased. Last night was a rough night for the Mustangs, losing to Olwine. Made a lot of mistakes. 11-8. They've cleaned that up quite a bit here. And West Marshall, they've had opportunities. 2 innings in a row, 2nd and 1 out. But Peyton Grabenbauer gets out of the jams. And Aubrey Greenwood, in the meantime, has set down 6 in a row. And this is not the first time that East Marshall has seen Aubrey. These girls saw her on Saturday when West Marshall got the 9-0 win at Don Bosco. Bottom 3. Reagan Halverson, followed by Sophia Atkins, followed by Amaya Cluck. If anybody gets on base, Boswell. And you know West Marshall's saying, we like to do 1, 2, 3 and not face the leadoff batter Boswell until the 4th inning. That's what they're saying anyway. Here comes first pitch. Missed upstairs and outside. We got no hits. West Marshall has had 2 base runners. Could not cash them in. Top of the 3rd. Nobody on, nobody out. Reagan Halverson steps back in with a 260 batting average and 5 doubles and 7 RBIs, and she's the left fielder. Here comes the next pitch, missed outside. It's just super important for both teams to put the ball in play against these strikeout pitchers, as we're already in the third inning on a very nice night for high school softball. Huge crowd on hand, of course we do. Would expect nothing less when West Marshall and East Marshall get it on in any sport, especially softball for some reason. Anyway, 2-0's the count. Next pitch to the leadoff batter, Reagan Halverson, the left fielder. Swinging a pop fly foul. We'll do it again. Riley Randall gets it, flips it back to Aubrey, goes back up on top. Riley behind the plate. Reagan Halverson steps up, steps out, steps back in. She's only an 8th grader, batting .260 with 5 doubles and 7 RBIs. And 2-1 is the count. And the next pitch from Aubrey, swinging a foul straight back. We'll do it again. Of course, no pitch count in the world of softball. I want to thank J.C. Large for the Snickers and the Mountain Dew. 2-2 the count. Reagan Halverson, the leadoff batter, trying to be the first base runner of the night. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman. Long throw, out. Good defense. Both teams play good defense. Olivia Randall fielded it, flipped it, out. So ground out to the third baseman. Here's Sophia Atkins batting .220 with a home run. Cluck would bat next if anybody gets on base. The leadoff batter, Boswell. West Marshall would just as soon not have to face the leadoff batter until the top of the 4th inning. And we're in the top of the 3rd inning right now. And Sophia Atkins steps in. Sophia, sophomore right fielder, steps in from the right side. Aubrey, first pitch, swinging a pop fly foul. No play for anybody on a perfect night for high school softball. Oh, the wind's coming up. Turned out to be a pretty nice night. 0-1 is the count. To Atkins, batting .220 in the dirt. Just important for both teams not to help each other. Looking for our first base hit of the night. West Marshall has had opportunities with runners at second and 1 out, 2 innings in a row. Can't do anything with it. 1-1. Swing, and she chased a rise ball. Hits the top of the fencing. Goes back to Riley Randall, who flips it back to Aubrey. 1-2 is the count. Aubrey has 1 strikeout. Will she throw the rise ball? Will she try to hit the outside corner? Already, Coach Vint is giving the outside corner to these pitchers. Here comes the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, looked like a rise ball. Ground ball foul. Looked like she tried to get her to chase a rise ball. She did and fouled it away. And again, Coach Vint, the umpire, is giving the outside corner to the pitchers. So maybe she'll try to paint the corner. 1-2. 1-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Just through smoke. Second strikeout. So Aubrey's got it going on. She threw the shutout last night. I think she threw the shutout against East Marshall on Saturday. So she's certainly pitching well. Here's Amaya Cluck, the 9th place hitter, trying to get on base ahead of the fine catcher, the leadoff batter, Boswell. West Marshall would just as soon see Boswell in the 4th inning. So Cluck steps in, batting .240. She's a center fielder, sophomore. And first pitch is a strike call, inside corner. Amaya, sophomore, center fielder, number 4, batting .240. 3 doubles. Boswell is in the on-deck circle. West Marshall just soon not see her until the 4th, as we're already in the top of the 3rd inning. When you got 2 good pitchers going at each other, it doesn't take long to do these games. Fouled straight back, which usually means that you're headed for extra innings when this stuff is happening. 0-1 is the count. Cluck steps back in. Boswell in the on-deck circle. 9th place hitter. High outside. Riley Randall gets it back to Greenwood. Aubrey walks around the mound. Aubrey gets back up on top. 1-1 is the count. And here comes the 1-1. Ground ball, hard hit to the shortstop. 2 hops, out. She hit it hard, but Rachel Randall made it look easy. And, oh, by the way, that's 9 in a row set down by Aubrey. 9 in a row set down by Aubrey. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. We have no score. Great game. I expected no less. It'll be Frederick, and then to the top of the order with Jenna Randall and Hattie McCollum. We've got no score. Good game. I'll be back after this.
My family grew up with Central State Bank. From my first savings account to our first mortgage, growing a business, and planning for retirement, they've been with us through it all. And just like family, they call you by name. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you.
Welcome back to Central Iowa High School softball. 13th rated East Marshall in 2A is scoreless with West Marshall. And, of course, these teams will not meet each other in the tournaments. They could meet each other at the state tournament, but I'm getting ahead of myself, you know. Both teams start up postseason next week. Both teams have a bye. Both teams play at home on the 8th. West Marshall will host either Clarion Goldfield or Belmont Clemmy. I think I'll do that game. And then East Marshall is going to host either West Fork or Central Springs of Manly. I remember that team. They had a really good team a couple years ago that knocked off South Hardin. I remember that. So, anyway, here we go to the bottom of the third inning. And for West Marshall, it'll be the ninth place hitter, Frederick. And then we'll go to the top of the order the second time around against Peyton Gravenbauer with Jenna Randall and Hattie McCollum. If anybody gets on base, Ashton Blood. Peyton has given up some base runners tonight. A one-out walk in the first. Got the second with one out, but she got out of it. She hit the leadoff batter, Riley Randall, in the second. Again, they got the second one out. Could not do anything with it. So here's Elena Frederick. High. Elena, freshman right fielder, batting .265 with 3 doubles. Then to the top of the order the second time around. This, as I said, this is actually this may be the first time that a lot of West Marshall girls have ever faced Peyton Gravenbauer, because a lot of them didn't play last year. There's a swing and a miss and a rise ball. Never thought about that. I mean, last year, they were basically senior-dominated lineup. So a lot of these girls I don't think have ever seen Peyton before. Okay, 1-1 is upstairs. 2-1. I thought maybe West Marshall might do some bunting tonight, like Grundy Center did a couple of weeks ago. But they are not. And we're in the bottom of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-1. Hits it hard to the center fielder. Center fielder goes back. That's a home run! Woo! Elena Frederick reached back for a little muscle. And the ninth place hitter hits a home run to the deepest part of the ballpark. Wow! I thought that thing was just going to go over the center fielder's head. And she hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. And it's 1-0, West Marshall. I thought that thing was just going to carry over the center fielder's head. And Elena Frederick reached back for a little muscle, pounded the ball over the fence, the deepest part of the ballpark here, and this is a deep ballpark. It's 1-0, West Marshall. And the way that Aubrey's throwing, you don't want to let this team get too many runs on you. So that's the first run of the night. And that missed Jenna Randall. So she takes it out of the park. I think that's the first home run of the year for Elena Frederick. She got all of it. You see, Peyton throws hard, but when you connect on something like that, the ball goes far and deep, and it did, and it's 1-0, West Marshall on KDAO. Here's Jenna Randall. That missed the outside corner. Jenna struck out her first time up. So there's the first base hit of the night, and it's a home run for West Marshall and Elena Frederick, the freshman, off at the senior, Peyton Gravenbauer. That's pretty special. Here comes the 2-0. It's on the way. That time she kind of hit her leg when she was throwing. So 3-0 is the count. West Marshall now leads this thing by a score of 1-0. Frederick's home run. Top of the order with Jenna Randall. Second time around in the order against this pitcher. And we got a 3-0. And the next pitch is headed home. That missed way outside. That's a second walk. So again, Peyton struggled a little bit last night with 5 walks and 3 hit batsmen. I don't know if her knee's troubling her or not. And, I know you want a pitcher tonight, and you got a game against Newton, but it's also important to have her, just to have her ready and rested and healthy for next Thursday. So let's see what Jenna does. She's a good, got good speed. They don't hold against her. She's going to go. Well, she's going to do a delayed steal. They're going to throw to second base, and East Marshall could not handle the ball. It was a delayed steal. And so now you got runner at second base and nobody out. So they would like to cash in this opportunity here. West Marshall already leads 1-0. It was a delayed steal. Then they got the catcher to commit, and then she threw it wildly past the second baseman. Go to show bunt. There's a strike call. So Randall with a walk. Jenna, she stole second after Frederick's home run. This is Hattie McCollum. Hattie walked her first time up. 0-2 is the count. 0-2 is the count. If you're East Marshall, you could use a strikeout. West Marshall at least wants to advance that base runner to third base. She's at second now with nobody out. Next pitch. That's a strike call. And she goes down. So they could not advance the base runner. I wonder if they'll try to swipe third. You think they would? Okay, here's Ashton Blood. Blood batting .345. Ashton popped up to the shortstop her first time up. And she hits a long fly ball. That ball is trouble. That ball is going to leave the park. That's a home run. It went over Aubrey Greenwood's head. Aubrey Greenwood's mother's head. And it's a 2-run home run. So a walk on a home run, that's just a nasty combination. A 2-run home run. Ashton Blood, that's her third home run. She hit that thing over the fence. She hit that thing over Aubrey Greenwood's mom and grandma. And now it's 3-0.
The home run brings up first baseman number 9, Kaylin Brown.
So here's Kaylin Brown. Kaylin batting .400. She's grounded out to third base. You talk about taking advantage of your opportunities. Leadoff home run and a walk on a home run. Walk on a home run, nasty combination. So here is Brown. And that missed downstairs. And again, with the way that Aubrey is throwing, you don't want to give her too many more runs. 3-0 is the score. Next pitch, Brown hits a home run. She hits a home run. Woo! She hit that thing to the Rick Diamond. You could tell off the. You just knew. I'm sorry I wasn't more excited, but it was just like, that's a home swing and a home run. You know that's going to be a home run. She touches them all. 4 home runs. And Mr. Hosky's going to come out. And I don't think I've ever seen Peyton give up 3 home runs, but she has tonight. Frederick with a solo blast. Ashton Blood with a 2-run blast. And Kaylin Brown with a solo blast. And not too long ago, I was saying that West Marshall, unlike last year, don't have a lot of home run hitters, and all they're doing tonight is hitting home runs. They have 3 base hits. They've all been home runs, and it's now 4-0. And I apologize. I know I didn't sound too excited when Kaylin hit that home run. It was like, swinging, that's a home run. Because you knew the minute it hit the bat, the minute it left the bat, you knew it was a home run, man. Okay, no pitching change. And again, 4 runs is pretty good for Aubrey Greenwood. I know it's early, but the way she's pitching. And here's Riley Randall. So West Marshall going long ball here in the third. They've out-hit West Marshall. I'm sorry, they've out-hit East Marshall 3-0. And here's Riley Randall batting .292. Riley was hit by a pitch her first time up. And there's a strike call. So Peyton tries to come back. Giving up 3 home runs. Of course, the walk hurt too. It's 4-0. What a third inning for West Marshall. Kaylin hit that thing to the Wreck Diamond. Strike call. It's 4-0. Bottom of the third. West Marshall hits 3 home runs. 0-2 is the count with 1 out. Next pitch to Riley. And here it is. High. 1-2. Riley steps back in, batting .291. And here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck her out. Now here's Rachel Randall. Actually, East Marshall, they got to get back on the field. They were walking off the field, but there's only 2 down. And here's Rachel Randall. Rachel struck out her first time up. That's 5 strikeouts for Peyton. West Marshall's hit 3 home runs here. And Rachel hits a bullet into left field. The first non-home run base hit of the night. She hit a bullet into left field. That's the first non-home run base hit for West Marshall.
Brings up pitcher number 20, Aubrey Greenwood.
The 8th batter is Aubrey Greenwood. Aubrey lined out to the right fielder her first time up. First pitch, swinging a little ground ball. Tough play. Shortstop gets it, bobbles it, and can't make the play. And now they got Randall in a rundown. They're going to tag her out. Now West Marshall thinks she's safe, but I think she was tagged out. So Aubrey will lead off
After 3 innings.
the 4th inning. So after 3 innings, West Marshall did a lot of damage. They hit 3 home runs. They now lead this game by a score of 4-0. The top of the 4th is coming up next. West Marshall has the lead 4-0 on 3 home runs. I'll be back after this on KDAO.
In Zeering, McCallsburg, St. Anthony, Clemens, and the surrounding rural areas, Minerva Valley Companies is your local provider for internet service, local and long-distance telephone, and digital video, all available from one local provider. At Minerva Valley, they offer fiber to the home, high-speed internet, telephone service, and digital video TV. You pick the programming package, and Minerva Valley will give you great service. See why Minerva Valley should be your source for entertainment and internet. Log on to minervavalley.com. Minerva Valley Companies, providing voice, video, and data.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School softball. Well, West Marshall went deep 3 times in the 4th inning. I don't think I've ever seen that happen to Peyton, but it did. A home run by Elena Frederick, a walk, and then a 2-run home run by Blood Ashton. And then Kaylin Brown hit maybe the longest home run of them all when she hit one over to the rec diamond, and that makes the score 4-0. Now, in the meantime, very quietly, Aubrey Greenwood has set down 9 in a row. Now, if you're West Marshall, you don't want to lose focus. You got a 4-run lead. And, of course, this is the second time around in the order. And we're talking about Gianna Boswell, Maya Grabenbauer, Ashton Weeder, if anybody gets on base, Peyton Grabenbauer. And again, nine in a row have been set down. 6 in a row have been set down by this pitcher. Here's Gianna Boswell. Well, let's see what happens the second time around in the order against Greenwood. They've only struck out 2 times, so they've done a good job putting the ball in play, but West Marshall, man, with good defense. Here's Boswell, Gianna, leading off. She was a strikeout victim her first time up. That drops in there for a strike. West Marshall has themselves a 4-0 lead in the way Aubrey's pitching. That's tough. And the 0-1 is headed home. She swings on a high pitch and pops it foul and away. Bragging rights on the line. And just playing well here the last week before the tournaments. That's also important too. Here comes the 0-2. Missed outside. So West Marshall hit 3 home runs in the 3rd. You just don't see that too much against a really, really good pitcher. And it's 4-0, so East Marshall's got to chip away here. It's early. Top of the order. Swinging a ground ball. Second baseman gets it. Randall out. Just solid defense. The center fielder has made one eye-popping play. We're talking about Ashton Blood, but for the most part, just routine plays. So ground ball to Jenna at second. And here's Maya Grabenbauer. Maya batting .290, 5 doubles, 18 runs batted in, a home run. Maya lined out to the center fielder. And like I said, Blood took a triple away from her, maybe even an inside-the-park home run in that first inning. And she hits a fly ball. That ball is trouble. That ball will fall for a base hit. And it gets by the left fielder. And Maya has a double. So that's the first base hit for East Marshall. That's the start. She looped it. It got by the left fielder, and Maya with a double. So East Marshall just trying to chip away.
Mustangs, third baseman number 19, Ashton Weeder.
And this is Ashton Weeder. Ashton batting .392. They've got hitters. Ashton with 7 doubles, a home run, 23 runs batted in. She popped up to the third baseman her first time up. And she pops up, and a play for the third baseman. Great play, foul territory. Randall caught it, dove out. Olivia Randall, great play, great play. Right in front of the West Marshall dugout, she caught it, dove, got dirty, popped to the third baseman.
Pitcher number 1, Peyton Gravenbauer.
That was some kind of good. Here's Peyton now. Missed downstairs. So we got a runner on at second. Can't make a mistake on Peyton. Swinging a shot. That's going to bring the run home into center field. They throw to second base. RBI. Peyton does it with a hard shot to right field. That cuts into the lead. It's now 4-1. So an RBI hit for Peyton. She doesn't get cheated, does she? That's RBI number 35. So that's a start. And here's Libby Atcher. We should have a runner for Peyton. We do. Lexi Novotny. So Novotny will run. And here's Libby Atcher. So Novotny will run. And here is your shortstop, Libby Atcher, the fifth hitter, batting .325. Libby grounded to the second baseman. So East Marshall doing a good job of getting on Aubrey Greenwood the second time around. Double and a single with 2 out as they cut into the lead. And there's a fly ball. Center fielder comes in, though, makes the play. Not much gets by the center fielder, Ashton Blood, who also has a 2-run home run. So Libby Atcher pops up to the center fielder, but East Marshall does a good job as they get a run, get their first 2 hits. West Marshall's out-hit them 4-2. 3 of those hits have been home runs. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Aubrey Greenwood should lead it off. West Marshall now leads this game by a score of 4-1 in front of a great crowd on a nice night for high school softball. And I'll be back right after this on KDAO.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School softball. Good game here. West Marshall has the lead of 4-1. They hit 3 home runs in the third inning, and then East Marshall answered with a double by Maya Gravenbauer and then an RBI single by Peyton Gravenbauer. Now Peyton goes back to the mound. She got roughed up a little bit in the fourth inning. She's never had a 1-2-3 inning. West Marshall's out-hit this team 4-2. East Marshall also helped them a little bit with a hit batsman and 2 walks. And I apologize. I thought Aubrey should lead it off, but she will not. Instead, it'll be the bottom 2. Olivia Randall, Elena Frederick. And then if anybody gets on base, Jenna Randall. As we're in the bottom of the fourth. Peyton Gravenbauer's job is to keep the score right where it's at and let her team chip away. Olivia steps in. The 8th place hitter batting .240. She struck out her first time up. Takes the ball. Again, Peyton's job is to keep the score right where it's at. Give her team a chance to peck away against Aubrey Greenwood and West Marshall. Next pitch to Olivia. Swing and a miss. Like I said, for a lot of these girls, it's the first time they've ever faced Peyton. That did not stop some of the young players in the third inning from hitting 3 home runs. Elena Frederick, Ashton Blood, and Kaylin Brown. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. West Marshall's out hit. East Marshall 4-2. Peyton has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's walked 2 and she's hit a batter. Upstairs. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Quick moving game. Randall Frederick, and then to the top of the order with Jenna Randall, as West Marshall tries to get their second win over East Marshall this year. Swing and a miss, struck her out. Leadoff batter retired. If you're East Marshall, you really could use a 1-2-3 inning. See, after you get a run, then you get a 1-2-3 inning, then you got the momentum. Even if you're down in the scoring column.
Number 11, Elena Frederick.
Well, here's Elena Frederick. You know what she did the last time? She led off the 4th inning and hit a home run to the deepest part of the ballpark in center field. There's a strike call. She's the right fielder. She hit that thing out again to the deepest part of the ballpark, and it is a pretty deep ballpark. 0-1 is the count. High. Frederick with a home run. Her batting average is up to 270 now. First home run. Has 14 RBIs. She steps out. She steps in. And here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a rise ball. So Peyton trying to shake off whatever the problem was in the 4th inning. It's still early, so East Marshall plenty of time, but they got to keep the score right where it's at, man. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a pop fly. A play for the first baseman? No. Got people all around the outfield. Got people all around the infield, as you would imagine, even though I think both teams have their baseball teams playing tonight. I know for sure West Marshall's playing at home, and I'm pretty sure East Marshall's playing 2 at home. Here's the next pitch. In the dirt. Leadoff batter, Jenna Randall, is in the on-deck circle. 2-2 the count. 1 out. West Marshall up 4-1. They've out-hit East Marshall 4-2. 2-2 is the count. Both teams have played good defense. Swing and a miss. Got her with a rise ball. So again, Peyton shaking off whatever the problem was in the 3rd inning. They could use a 1-2-3 inning. And here's Jenna Randall batting .352. Jenna has struck out and she's walked. She walked. She was on base when Ashton Blood hit the bomb. 3 home runs for West Marshall there in that 4th inning. East Marshall got themselves a run. In the top of the 4th. And here we are in the bottom of the 4th with 2 out. That missed outside. For East Marshall in the 5th, it'll be Taylor Halverson, Reagan Halverson, and Sophia Atkins working our way into the bottom of the order for East Marshall. Both teams, though, can hit it up and down. And here's Jenna Randall, the leadoff batter. And a 2-0 count. Laid off a rise ball. That was tough. I'm sure that looked good coming in, and she laid off it. Good piece of hitting there by Jenna Randall, batting .350. 3-0 is the count. Peyton has walked 2, and she's hit a batter. Here comes the 3-0. Missed upstairs. Good piece of hitting. She laid off some tough pitches. And that was a ball. A few East Marshall people moaned about that. So here's Hattie McCollum.
Number 22, Hattie McCollum.
So Hattie has walked tonight. And she struck out. Will Jenna try to run? Pops it foul. They've already stolen 2 bases tonight. West Marshall had opportunities in the 1st and 2nd with a runner at 2nd, 1 out but could not score. And then they rolled out the barrel and hit 3 home runs in the 3rd. And scored 4. East Marshall got a run back in the top of this inning. Here comes the 0-1. Runner not going. Should be 1-1. On Hattie McCollum with Ashton Blood, who has a home run tonight in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a foul. So 1-2. Wipes some of the humidity off the ball. Flips it back to Peyton, who goes back up on top. 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. She's already struck out 2, trying to pitch around the walk. Swinging a pop fly foul. We'll do it again. Hattie McCullum, the left fielder, the freshman. She has struck out and walked. 1-2 the count. Jenna Randall still on at first base. She's not going, and another line drive foul. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. In the top of the 5th, it'll be Taylor Halverson, Reagan Halverson, Sophia Atkins. We've got a 4-1 lead right now. West Marshall with the lead. Here comes the 1-2. Missed outside. 2-2 the count. West Marshall stolen 2 bases. Jenna with good speed, showing no ability she wants to do any running. Or no willingness, that she wants to do any running. And here's Hattie McCollum batting .400. 2-2 in the dirt again, outside. So Peyton, she struck out the first 2, and then she walked Jenna Randall. And now she's missed badly with 2 outside pitches, and a 3-2 has set it in to Hattie McCullum. Blood is in the on-deck circle. Peyton trying to wriggle out of this jam. Swing and a miss on a rise ball. That was clearly ball 4, but she swung and missed at it, so she ends up striking out the side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 strikeouts for Peyton. And again, tries to keep the score right where it's at, giving her team a chance. It's 4-1, and we go to the 5th inning, and I'll be back after this on KDAO Radio and KDAO.com.
Navigating mortgages can be very complex. Start your journey with the lending team at GNB Bank. We're committed to getting you to your next home. We offer both fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages to fit your specific needs. Our experienced lenders help guide you through the process. You can make payments or receive customer service at your local GNB Bank office. Whatever your dream home looks like, we'll point you in the right direction at GNB Bank.
Welcome back to Central Iowa High School softball on KDAO. I guess I should flip us into the 5th inning because that's where we're at. Top of the 5th inning. West Marshall does not hit East Marshall 4-2. 3 of those hits have been home runs. West Marshall scored 4 in the 3rd. East Marshall got 1 back in the 4th. Now we are in the 5th. Even though the scoreboard says the 4th, it's actually the 5th inning. And Aubrey Greenwood goes back to the mound. Aubrey had set down 10 in a row, then gave up the double to Maya Grabenbauer, and then the single to Peyton Grabenbauer. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Taylor Halverson, Reagan Halverson, Sophia Atkins. If anybody gets on base, Amaya Cluck.
First up for the Mustangs in the top of the 5th. Second baseman
Top of
number
the
13,
5th.
Taylor Halverson.
So Taylor Halverson steps in. Taylor's popped up to the center fielder. Blood, the center fielder, has been busy tonight. There's a swing and a miss. Aubrey has only struck out 2, so East Marshall's done a nice job putting the ball in play against Aubrey, and she is a strikeout sort. It's just that West Marshall's made the plays on defense. Missed upstairs. Count should be 1-1. The all-important leadoff batter. East Marshall's never had the leadoff batter on in the game, and we're in the 5th inning. 1-1. Missed outside. Of course, Aubrey doesn't want to be walking anybody. She's got a 3-run lead. Did have a 4-run lead. Again, East Marshall, they're just trying to chip away, man. 1-1 is the count. Taylor Halverson batting .355 with a home run, 8 doubles. 2-1 is the count. Next pitch. Swinging a ground ball, base hit into left field. There's the leadoff batter. So she gets a base hit. And here's Reagan Halverson. Reagan grounded to the third baseman her first time up. And I think we'll have a runner. Addie Denham.
Pinch running number 9, Addie Denham.
So there's Addie Denham. So we'll see if East Marshall wants to do the bunting game. Riley Randall's a good catcher.
Next up for the fielder number 3, Reagan Halverson.
So here's your 8th grader, Reagan Halverson, batting .260. East Marshall just trying to chip away after they spotted them a 4-0 lead. It's now 4-1. Reagan Halverson grounded to the third baseman her first time up. Denham is on at first base. Going to show bunt. Did she offer at it? I don't know if she did or not. Coach Vinn hasn't said one way or the other. I guess not. 1-0 to count. So she showed bunt, pulled back. Going to show bunt again. Good bunt. Out at first. And now she's going to be out at oh, man. I thought she was going to be out at second. She just got back. Okay, now, that was a good play by your first baseman for West Marshall. Brown came in and made the play, but the sacrifice works.
With one down, that brings up right fielder number
And here's
11,
Sophia Atkins. So the bottom of the order trying to get the job done. West Marshall really doesn't want to face Boswell Gravenbauer in the top of the order with a bunch of people on base. Missed outside. Leadoff single. She's over at second with one out. She came close to getting doubled off at second, but she did not. We're talking about Denham. Swinging, there's a fly ball. Easy play for the left fielder. Out. So here's Amaya Cluck. Now this is a big batter because West Marshall would just as soon not have to face the leadoff batter, Boswell, with people on base. So here's Amaya Cluck. Amaya grounded to the shortstop her first time up. Tough for East Marshall to pass up this opportunity when we're trying to play catch-up, you know. A leadoff single. Swinging a ground ball foul. So Halverson with a leadoff single. She was at second with one out. Now she's at second with two out. And Cluck trying to get on base ahead of Boswell. You bring the top of the order up with people on base, you know, then you really make things interesting. Greenwood and the Trojans trying to wriggle out of this jam in the fifth. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Randall flips it back. Aubrey has only struck out two. If you're West Marshall, you could use a strikeout right now in the top of the fifth inning in a good ball game. 4-1 West Marshall. They've out-hit East Marshall now 4-3. Three of those hits have been home runs, man. Here comes the 0-2 delivery, and it's headed home. High. Good play by Riley Randall to prevent a wild pitch. 1-2 is the count. Again, if you're Aubrey, you're going to try. You're striving for the strikeout. Okay, here comes the 1-2 to Cluck. That hit the inside corner for a strike. Perfect pitch. Perfect. Picked a great time to get her third strikeout. So East Marshall strands a runner. They had the leadoff single. She got to second base. And then a can of corn to the left fielder and a nice strikeout. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. And West Marshall, as they head 4-1, they'll send in 3, 4, and 5. Ashton Blood, Kaylin Brown, Riley Randall. If anybody gets on base, Rachel Randall. West Marshall's got the lead. I'll be back after this on KDAO.
Hi, this is Chris from Partner Communications. Did you know we now offer electrical services? Whether you're looking to change out a few lights within the home or wiring a whole new house, Partner can get it done. Master electrician Jeff Campbell will come to your home and provide you with a free estimate. Residential, agricultural, or commercial, let our courteous professional technicians complete your electrical projects. Call our office today, 641-498-7701.
Welcome back to Central Iowa High School softball on KDAO. Good game. You knew it would be when West Marshall and East Marshall get it on. Kind of takes me back to the days of the 80s. You know, if this was like, I want to know if this was like 1986 instead of 2026, we'd have Mr. Steyer for West Marshall. We'd have Mr. Vinn for East Marshall. And then you'd bring over BCW and Marshalltown. And in the 80s, you talk about good softball in Central Iowa, and it still is, but in those days, you could just pair anybody up. West Marshall, Marshalltown, BCW, East Marshall. It was always a great, great game. And this is a great game, too, now in the bottom of the fifth inning. And, again, East Marshall trying to keep the score right where it's at. They gave up a 4 spot in the third inning. And here we go. It'll be Ashton Blood, Kaylin Brown, Riley Randall. If anybody gets on base, Rachel Randall. Ashton Blood has made several fine plays in the outfield. And, oh, by the way, she has a 2-run home run. Ashton has 3 home runs now. Her batting average is up to .350, the leadoff batter. Wes Marshall has had the leadoff batter on one time. That was Elena Frederick in this 3rd inning, except she really wasn't on base. She circled the bases. She touched all the bases with the leadoff home run. So, swing, and there's a fly ball foul. 4 base hits for Wes Marshall. 3 of them home runs. Nobody on, nobody out. Ashton Blood steps out. The center fielder, the freshman, steps back in. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Weeder gets it, throws it out. Great play. Weeder just smothered it. I mean, a good defense. I don't think we've had any errors by anybody tonight. Ground ball to the 3rd baseman. Here's Kaylin Brown. Now, Kaylin hit the longest home run of anybody. She hit one to the rec diamond, you know. That was back in the 3rd. Her batting average is at .405. She now has 4 home runs and 35 RBIs. And she takes a strike call. East Marshall trailing 4-1. Passed up an opportunity there in the top of the 5th. Missed outside. We're in the bottom of the 5th now. 1 out. Kaylin Brown, Riley Randall. If anybody gets on base, Rachel Randall. 1-1 the count. As West Marshall tries to put the sweep on East Marshall. High. They beat East Marshall without Gravenbauer throwing on Saturday. And so they've won 3 in a row. Actually, 4 in a row. Beat Nevada last night. East Marshall trying to break a 2-game losing streak. Swing and a foul. Straight back. Peyton tonight has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She struck out 8, but West Marshall still leads this thing 4-1. That's a tribute to their offense and the home run ball. Okay, here comes the 2-2. Swing and a pop fly foul. Chased by Weeder. No play. 2-2 the count. Riley Randall would bat next. It's cooled off nicely. Got a nice crowd on a nice night for high school softball. West Marshall, East Marshall, there's just nothing like it, man. Okay, here comes the 2-2. Swing and a chopper. That goes over the head of Weeder for a base hit. That's a base hit. Kaylin Brown with her 2nd hit of the night. West Marshall would like a couple of insurance tallies, wouldn't they? Here's Riley Randall. Riley was hit by a pitch her first time up, and then she struck out. So a 1-out single by Kaylin Brown. Kaylin with 2 hits. Her batting average is well over the .400 mark. And Kaylin will get to have a courtesy runner here. So Mia Bedezo will run. Or Maya. And we'll see what Riley wants to do. Is she going to bunt? Is she going to swing? Mia, excuse me. So Mia Baldazzo. So Mia is on at first base. Are they going to try to bunt? It's a big insurance tally out there on the bases for West Marshall. She's going to bunt. Good bunt. Good bunt. Out at second. Out at first, excuse me. Good play there by Maya Gravenbauer. That was a good bunt down the first base line. So a sacrifice bunt to the first baseman. So now you got a runner on at second and 2 out. Rachel Randall will look for, what do we say? The all-important 2-out RBI base hit. Rachel steps in, the senior. This is who you want at the plate. Rachel struck out and she singled. A base hit most likely would score Mia. That's a strike call. Bottom of the 5th. West Marshall's had some opportunities. I know they lead 4-1, but they've had opportunities to score more in this game. Got another one out there as Peyton tries to work herself out of a jam. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and there's a ball that's going to be hit right to the center fielder. She hit it hard, but the center fielder, Cluck, came in, made a great play. A line out, took a base hit away, took a run away. We now go to the 6th. East Marshall trying to chip away. They're down to their last 6 outs. It's going to be at the top of the order, though. You got your hitters. You got Boswell, Maya Gravenbauer, Ashton Weeder. And already I can tell you that West Marshall does not want to pitch to Peyton Greenbauer with anybody on base. They'd like to have a 1-2-3 inning. Will they? Well, we'll find out. I will be back after this on KDAO.
J&T Plumbing and Heating in Hubbard has served Hardin, Hamilton, and Story counties for over 40 years. With that kind of experience, J&T has the knowledge, technology, and equipment to fix any problem you have and fix it right the first time. Plus, they do it at an affordable price. J&T's professional staff's priority is outstanding service and taking care of their customers' home. That's why the next time you have a need for plumbing, heating, or drain and sewer services, one call does it all. J&T Plumbing and Heating in Hubbard. Online at jntplumbing.com. Is owned and operated by Wink Services.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School softball and KDAO. Good game, quick game. I just have a feeling there's still some more drama to come, don't you think? So we go to the 6th inning. East Marshall, they have been out hit 5-3. Both teams have played good defense, okay? East Marshall had that bumpy inning in the 3rd where they gave up 3 home runs. It's 4-1. And for East Marshall, I mean, they'll have the right people up. Top of the order, Gianna Boswell, Maya Grabenbauer, Ashton Weeder. If anybody gets on base, Peyton Grabenbauer. And again, West Marshall is really not interested in pitching to Peyton Grabenbauer with people on base. If they pitch to Peyton with people on base, that means bad things are happening for West Marshall. Now Aubrey Greenwood has tossed a 3-hitter.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, down 0-5. The Trojans score 12 runs to be up 12-5.
And Aubrey has only struck out 3. And I can't tell you how important it is if you're West Marshall to set the side down in order 1-2-3. And East Marshall knows they want to get Peyton up there with people on base. Swing, and there's a fly ball. It's going to drop for a base hit into left field. So there's the leadoff batter. Barring a double play, we're going to see Peyton with people on base. That's not what West Marshall wants, but that's what they may get. And a leadoff single. I told you we may have some more drama in this game. So Gianna blooped it into left field. Here's Maya Grabenbauer. So we'll see how they want to play this. Now Gianna has good speed with 14 stolen bases. Will they try a straight steal? Now you got your third baseman and first baseman charging, so they're not going to hold against her. So Gianna, maybe she's going to do a little freelancing and run at will over at first base. Maya Grabenbauer is going to swing away, and she pops it up. And the shortstop gets it, throws it over to first base, safe. Good play by the shortstop. Good job by Rachel Randall. She drifted into the outfield, caught it. So you got a dangerous hitter on a pop-up to the shortstop. This is Ashton Weeder. Barring a double play, you'll face Grabenbauer. Ashton with home run power. Ashton's popped up to the third baseman, twice actually. A leadoff single by Gianna. East Marshall had a leadoff single in the 5th inning, couldn't do anything with it. They're still down 4-1. 0-1 is the count on Ashton Weeder, who has home run power, but she'd also like to try to just get on base. And there's a strike. Aubrey has only struck out 3. Her defense has just been solid behind her. Ashton Weeder, the junior third baseman, batting .390. 2-strike count. Ashton wants to avoid the strikeout. You know dang well that's what Aubrey's going to try to do. Ground ball foul. We'll do it again. Top of the 6th. This game has been well worth the wait. Great crowd. Nice night for high school softball. West Marshall has the lead of 4-1. 0-2 the count. Weeder does not want to strike out. Aubrey wants to get rid of her. That missed outside. 1-2 the count. Peyton Grabenbauer, who represents the tying run, lurks in the on-deck circle for East Marshall. 1-2 the count. Swing, and there's a pop-up. Foul. Ashton would just love to get on base. I mean, they would not poo-poo a 2-run home run, but they would just love to get on base and bring Peyton Grabenbauer up, representing the tying run. And you know what the East Marshall fans would be thinking about, but we're not there yet. 1-2 the count. Aubrey. And so far, the runner at first base not going anywhere. Swing, and there's a shot back to Aubrey. Woo! She stuck up her glove. You talk about fielding your position, man. That thing would have went up the middle. But Aubrey stuck out her glove. So a line out to the pitcher. No offense to the home runs, but that might be the hardest ball hit of the night so far. So now I don't want to say you can relax, but even if Peyton hits a home run, West Marshall still has the lead. Man, that was some kind of fielding your position by Aubrey Greenwood. It was a shot right back to her. And there's a strike call. That was a shot right back to her. And then she flipped over to first base. Dernier got the double play. Woo! That was some kind of tough. That might have been the hardest hit ball of the night. Okay, 0-1 is the count. You know what Peyton's capable of, man. High. They don't want to groove it for her. Peyton tonight has popped up to the center fielder. She has an RBI base hit. West Marshall's out hit this team 5-4. Leadoff batter on for the second inning in a row. She's over there now with 2 out. 1-1 is the count. Next pitch. That missed downstairs. Snap throw down to first base. You don't want to ever walk anybody and bring up the tying run, but at the same time, you don't want to groove it for Peyton. Batting .377 with 35 RBIs. 1-2 is the count. Next pitch. Swing, and there's a pop-up. Randall at short gets it. Boy, they got to be happy with what they did right there. They get out of another jam. A pop-up to the shortstop. So East Marshall put the leadoff batter on 2 innings in a row, can't score. We go to the bottom of the 6th. West Marshall has their lead of 4-1. I'll be back.
J&T Plumbing and Heating in Hubbard has served Hardin, Hamilton, and Story counties for over 40 years. With that kind of experience, J&T has the knowledge, technology, and equipment to fix any problem you have and fix it right the first time. Plus, they do it at an affordable price. J&T's professional staff's priority is outstanding service and taking care of their customers' home. That's why the next time you have a need for plumbing, heating, or drain and sewer services, one call does it all. J&T Plumbing and Heating in Hubbard. Online at jntplumbing.com is owned and operated by Wink Services.
My family grew up with Central State Bank. From my first savings account to our first mortgage, growing a business, and planning for retirement. They've been with us through it all. And just like family, they call you by name. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School softball. Great game here. East Marshall's had opportunities. Well, West Marshall had a couple of opportunities early. Had a runner on at second and 1 out in the first and second inning. Could not score. Then, of course, they hit the 3 home runs in the third inning. They got their 4 runs. East Marshall with a run in the fifth. Run in the fourth. But then in the 5th and 6th innings, they got the leadoff batter on and couldn't do anything with him, which is a credit to Aubrey Greenwood and the West Marshall defense. Both defenses have been very, very good. And now in the 6th inning, West Marshall would like to get an insurance tally. So it'll be the bottom 3, Aubrey Greenwood, Olivia Randall, Elena Frederick. If anybody gets on base, Jenna Randall. Peyton's job, again, is to keep the score right where it's at, give her team a chance in the top of the 7th inning. West Marshall, of their 5 base hits, 3 have been home runs. And tonight, Aubrey Greenwood. And, of course, she made one of the plays of the game in that last inning on that line drive that Weeder hit right back to her. That could have been going up the middle, but she got the big out. Now, offensively tonight, Aubrey has lined out to the right fielder. And she's grounded out to the first baseman. Aubrey batting .292. No home runs yet this year, but she does have home run power. Again, Peyton's job, keep the score right where it's at. Peyton has registered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She has struck out 8, but West Marshall has the lead of 4-1. And here comes the 1-0. Swing, and there's a little pop fly to the second baseman for the out. And now, they've never had a 1-2-3 inning. If you're East Marshall, this would be a good time to have it. And here's Olivia Randall. And then Elena Frederick. Peyton and the Mustangs would just soon not see the leadoff batter, Jenna Randall, in this inning. Olivia batting 240 upstairs. Olivia, the third baseman. And Olivia struck out twice, actually. West Marshall, 3 home runs in that third. They lead this thing by a score of 4-1. Missed outside. East Marshall had great opportunities in the 5th and 6th innings with leadoff singles, but a credit to Aubrey and to that defense for getting out of the innings. 2-0 the count with 1 out. Next pitch. High. So Peyton got roughed up a little bit last night. She had that rocky third inning, but I think much sharper than last night. Here comes the 3-0. That drops in there. She has walked 2 and hit a batter. Has given up 5 hits. 3 of them, though, have been home runs. Here comes the 3-1. It's on the way. Swing and a miss at a rise ball. Randall struck out twice against this pitcher. Elena Frederick with a 3-2. And she fouls it back. West Marshall, both teams trying for their 20th win. West Marshall's 19-10, East Marshall's 19-8. They're in the same class. And the next time they would play each other would be at the state tournament. The 3-2 to Olivia Randall with Elena Frederick on deck. It's on the way. And here it is. And a little ground ball to the third baseman. Weeder gets it, throws it, out. Nice scoop by Grabenbauer at first base. Again, can't argue with the defense tonight by either team. And here's Elena Frederick.
2 down, that brings up right fielder number 11.
Well, Elena started that third inning by whacking a home run. And she's also struck out. Elena batting .265. Elena with a home run. Ashton Blood with a 2-run home run. Then Kaylin Brown with a home run to the Rec Diamond. 0-1 is the count. In the top of the 7th, it'll be Libby Atcher, Taylor Halverson, Reagan Halverson. And West Marshall has the lead now, 4-1. Missed upstairs. One and 1 is the count. Peyton back up on top. 2 quick outs here. She's never had a 1-2-3 inning. And there's a swing and a miss. She has struck out 8. Walked 2, hit a batter. Given up only 5 hits, but 3 of them were home runs in that third. And the next pitch, high. West Marshall had some good opportunities in the first and second. Runner at second, 2 out, could not score. Had a 1-out single in the 5th and could not score. And here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul, straight back. East Marshall down to their last 3 outs. Libby Atcher, Taylor Halverson, Reagan Halverson, so the bottom of the order has got to get the job done for East Marshall. In the top of the 7th, Peyton 1 strike away from her first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Played off on a rise ball. Elena, the right fielder, has a home run. Jenna Randall is in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 3-2. So we're not done yet. There's a walk. That's the third walk.
Second baseman number 2, Jenna Randall.
And here's Jenna Randall. Jenna has struck out, and she's walked twice. We'll see if Frederick wants to do any running off first base. High. Runner not going. 1-0 the count. Jenna Randall, the leadoff batter. West Marshall would like to get that 4-run lead back. Their lead now is 4-1. And here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Jenna walked twice, struck out. Her batting average is at about the .350 mark now. In the bottom of the 6th inning, West Marshall's had base runners on in every inning. They lead 4-1. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw down to second base, and she's safe. So there's a stolen base. Now, Jenna looking for the all-important 2-out RBI base hit that would score a monster tally for the Trojans. Peyton wants to keep the score right where it's at, give her team a chance in the top of the 7th. When it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Randall, the junior, with a 1-1. Here it is. That hit the outside corner for a strike. Okay, the stage is set for the top of the 7th. East Marshall's down to their last 3 outs. Aubrey goes back to work, tries to finish it off, and tries to get her second win over East Marshall this year. Top of the 7th is on the way. East Marshall comes to the plate. They trail 4-1. And I'll be back after this on KDAO.
In Zeering, McCallsburg, St. Anthony, Clemens, and the surrounding rural areas, Minerva Valley Companies is your local provider for internet service, local and long-distance telephone, and digital video. All available from one local provider. At Minerva Valley, they offer fiber to the home, high-speed internet, telephone service, and digital video TV. You pick the programming package, and Minerva Valley will give you great service. See why Minerva Valley should be your source for entertainment and internet. Log on to minervavalley.com. Minerva Valley Companies, providing voice, video, and data.
Welcome back, Central Iowa High School softball. Let's turn that inning to number 7 on KDAO.com because that's where we're at. So, great game here. West Marshall's out hit this team 5-4. Both teams have had opportunities they've squandered. Now, East Marshall in particular in the 5th and 6th, they had the leadoff batter on and all their good hitters coming up and could not score. As West Marshall made some great plays on defense, I keep thinking about that line drive that off the bat of Wheater that Aubrey caught because that thing was headed up the middle. Now to open up this game, Aubrey set down 3, 6, 10 in a row. She's going to deal with Libby Atcher, Taylor Halverson, Reagan Halverson. If anybody gets on base, Sophia Atkins. And there is no way that West Marshall wants to face top of the order because if they face the top of the order in this inning, that means that a bunch of runs are being scored. And there's a smash into center field for a base hit. So the leadoff batter is on for the 3rd inning in a row. Libby Atcher whacks a single. So the leadoff batter is on for the 3rd inning in a row. Now East Marshall is unable to do anything with it. So let's see what happens here with Taylor Halverson batting .360 with a home run. Man, Libby hit that ball hard. She's going to swing away. Takes upstairs. Doesn't look like East Marshall's going to do any bunting to advance the base runner. Man, Atcher hit that ball hard into center field. This is Taylor Halverson. Taylor's popped up to the center fielder, and she has a base hit. Swinging a line drive foul down the first base line. West Marshall with a 3-run lead. Bottom of the order trying to get some stuff done here for East Marshall. West Marshall does not want to face the top of the order in this inning because if they do, that means that they're in serious trouble. So Atcher with a leadoff single. So for the 3rd inning in a row, Aubrey has to pitch around trouble. In the dirt. Throw down to first base. You know what? You can't be sitting around playing checkers with Riley Randall as the catcher because she's not afraid to throw that ball around. 2-1 is the count. Taylor steps out. Halverson steps back in. The second baseman. Next pitch. Half swing held up. Now Aubrey tonight has not walked anybody, and there's been no errors. But now we got a 3-1 count. She hasn't went 3-1 on many people tonight. Okay, here's the 3-1 on the way to Taylor Halverson. Swinging a line drive foul down the third base line. Aubrey has only struck out 3. If you're West Marshall, you could use the strikeout here. Halverson wants to put the ball in play somewhere. East Marshall, plenty of opportunities here. Still down by 3. And the 3-2 delivery to Halverson. Taylor with Reagan Halverson in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 3-2, and it's headed home. Swinging a pop fly foul will do it again. Aubrey has not walked anybody. She struck out 3. Hits are even at 5 apiece. Taylor Halverson steps back in. 3-2 the count. Runner, Libby Acheron at first base. 3-2. Swinging a ground ball. Shortstop gets it. Steps on second base for the out. Throw to first. That's a double play. Woo! Great play by Rachel Randall. Ground ball to the shortstop. Rachel got it. I mean, Rachel knew what she was going to do before she got the ball, man. You can't coach that. Rachel knew what she was going to do before she ever got the ball. She got that ball. She stepped on second, did the Ozzie Smith thing, flipped to first. It's a double dip, and now East Marshall's down to their last out. And this is Reagan Halverson. A double dip turned by Rachel Randall, some kind of tough by that senior. Again, Rachel knew exactly what she was going to do with that before she ever got it. She picked it up because there was no margin for error, man. She stepped on second, through to first, out, double play, 2 out, 1-0 the count. Next pitch, swinging a foul straight back. Talk about getting out of trouble, man. East Marshall's had opportunities. Leadoff batter on to the first, leadoff batter on to the fifth. In the sixth, could not score. And here in the seventh, leadoff batter, and then a twin killing by your shortstop, Rachel Randall. Man, she knew exactly what she was going to do with that. Ground ball, Randall throws it out. That's a bad place to hit it. The game is over. Rachel Randall, the senior, takes care of the last, 3 outs. And a good high school softball game goes to West Marshall. East Marshall played well, too. They just had that one bad inning. West Marshall is now 20-10. And their second win over East Marshall. And East Marshall is now 19-9. They've lost 3 in a row. Going to try to get back on track against Newton on Friday. West Marshall goes to Ogden tomorrow night. And then I'm going to do their game with Grundy Center on Thursday. And, of course, I forgot to mention that East Marshall will also play BCLUW tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I'll do that game on KDAO.com. A good high school softball game. Aubrey Green with the hits were even at 5 apiece. West Marshall hit 3 home runs in the third inning, and that was enough. Great defense by West Marshall as they win this thing by a score of 4-1. I'll be back after this.
You've got goals. You need a plan. Don't waste time or money. At Marshalltown Community College, you get the power to choose. Transfer to a 4-year university or step straight into a career in healthcare or trades. Small classes, caring faculty, real-world experience. Marshalltown Community College. Your future starts now.
Welcome back to Central Iowa High School softball. Great softball game. It always is when these two get on with each other. And 4-1 was the score. And, of course, West Marshall, of their 5 base hits, 3 were home runs. That was in the third inning when Elena Frederick hit a home run. Then there was a walk to Jenna Randall. A walk on a home run is never good. And then Ashton Blood hit a 2-run home run. And then maybe the longest home run was hit by Kinlan Brown. So that made the score 4-0. East Marshall picked up a run in the fourth inning. But then East Marshall, boy, they had opportunities, didn't they? Leadoff single to Taylor Halverson in the fifth inning, could not score. Leadoff single to Gianna Boswell in the sixth inning, could not score. And of course, in that one, the line drive that Aubrey caught, that was huge. And then in the seventh inning, you had the leadoff single, and then a ground ball to Rachel Randall, the shortstop. And Rachel, the senior, knew what she was going to do before she ever got that ball. She got it, stepped on second, through to first, double play, great play. And then on a routine play, she ends the game. So, West Marshall, great win here. I think East Marshall should be encouraged by the way they played, bouncing back after a tough one last night. And then now there's no time to rest. At Ogden is West Marshall tomorrow night. At Grundy Center Thursday, we'll do that game. East Marshall at BCLUW tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And then they'll be at Newton on Friday, and then they'll both open up tournament play next week. So a great game here. Peyton Gravenbauer just had the one rough inning, and Aubrey she got in trouble and she got out of trouble, had great defense. That's what it's all about. Great game tonight. East Marshall loses to West Marshall. Final score 4-1. I'll be back tomorrow night at 6 o'clock with the Comets and East Marshall, and then I'll do Grundy Center and West Marshall on Thursday. That's what I'm going to do. 4-1 West Marshall. This has been a sports presentation of KDAO.
Tonight's game was made possible by Central State Bank, Minerva Valley Companies, Marshalltown Community College, GNB Bank, Partner Communications, J&T Plumbing and Heating. This has been a special sports presentation of KDAO.